I am having trouble doing the show.
And it makes me cry. And it makes me cry to even look at him.
And it makes me cry.
And it makes me cry
to even look at him. That might be... Alex Jones is in the news a lot lately. That might be one of his greatest quotes. And it makes me cry to even look at him. He was talking about his family members there. And I like the idea of him. I can't even look at you. I can't even look at you. I can't even look at you people. Oh my God, it's the Patron only show.
Every single person on this planet is gay.
That's our catchphrase for the show, if you guys weren't aware. Okay? All right, great. We are going to take... By the way, I'm forever in your service and your debt. Upon the Lord Almighty on high to the patrons, I grovel. You know, like a putrid piece of garbage. I grovel before you, the patrons, to whom I bestow all my dignity, frankly, too, and all this kind of crap. Thank you.
Literally.
And also, we have another catchphrase here on the Patron Only Live show, which is...
I'm gonna haunt you.
We got a Sam Cedar clip. Let's check out the Sam Cedar clip before we take some of the calls from the beautiful Patron. I gotta figure out how to work this thing. I gotta figure out how to work this crap. Yeah, I mean, oh my God, we got a bunch of good clips. Oh my God. Okay, let's check out Sammy. Let's check out Samuel. Let's check out Samuel Cedar. Here we go. What's he saying?
The old one, right? Where he's like, the guy's walking around with videos of him, you know, of the 17-year-olds he's dating, and talking about, like, you know, he's injecting crushed Viagra, you know, directly into his nutsack. I mean,
whoa, Sam. I thought somebody sent me this clip out of context. I thought he was talking about RFK, but apparently he's talking about Matt Gaetz. Sam needs to clean up the language. Sammy needs to... Oh, there's Moodang. Moodang, is Moodang around?
Hey, what's up, man? I'm here for whatever you need.
Okay, great. Moodang, what's going on with you?
Oh my God, you won't believe the crap that I've been up to. Do you see me in the picture there?
Yeah, I see you.
Who's that behind me, my mom or what?
I think that's your mom, yeah.
I'll bite her too. I'll bite anybody. I swear to God, I do not, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Discriminate, maybe?
I do not discriminate in terms of who I will bite. Yeah, it's an equal biting opportunity for anyone. Look at me in that picture. I'm going crazy.
Okay, that's Moodang. If anybody has a question for Moodang, one of the cuter animals, people say. Okay, let's take a call. Why not? Pluggo, are you there? Pluggo, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here actually.
What up, Plug? Plug, what up? What mic are you working with today?
You know, I'm talking to you on my iPad.
On your iPad? That's kind of funny because
I'm here, man.
Whoa, jeez. What are they called? Ear pods or whatever? Those sound kind of good, but you're talking what, through the mic on an iPad?
Yes. Okay. Yes. This way I could kind of have you playing, and I could be sitting at my drawing table, drawing funny, you know, silly comics and whatnot.
Oh, that's right. You're a comic artist. That is kind of... I will say it sounds good for speaking through an iPad. I think that's how we would put that. Do you have any questions for Moodang? Moodang's a little tiny
Well,
hippo.
okay, Moodang, I have a question.
Okay.
What do you think the role of art is during times like this when everyone is stressed out and, you know...
Good question.
Freaking out like a little Frenchie in a puddle?
Good question.
Oh, well, that's a great question. I'm an artist myself.
You're an artist?
Yeah, I told you last time I'm doing stand-up now. I'm trying to squeeze the fame I'm getting into a stand-up career.
Okay, and that's art.
Yeah. Whenever I do one of my stand-up acts, I say, get ready for this piece I'm about to do. I call my stand-up routines pieces.
Okay, so Mudang's trying to squeeze this thing into a stand-up career, I guess.
Yeah, but I do take David Lynch's kind of advice on art. What the hell does he say? He wrote a book or something. You gotta meditate or something.
Yeah, it sounds like you retained a lot from that David Lynch book.
Yeah, he smoked too much. He's in trouble now.
I did read that, Mudang.
But yeah, you really got to channel some crap. I really don't remember what he wrote.
Okay, so Mudang, a David Lynch fan, apparently. But I think it's always important, right, Pluggo? Art always important.
Yeah, I mean, I'm biased because that's kind of how I make a living, as much of a living as one can make.
Mm-hmm.
But also, like, is there a difference between art that's like, coming from the depths of one's soul or whatever, and then art that's more like second order, that's like commentary, that's that relies on, the photo or the video of some puppet in a hat or something. Like, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Am I making any sense here?
No, I know what you mean. You're talking about sort of like, well, I mean, my favorite kind of art is the stuff that totally like blows your mind. It's not. I think there can be great like political art or commentary art. That's harder to do though, because that's what I would describe like as secondary. What would you call it? Like second, whatever. It's hard. It's hard. Second order, exactly, because you're not trying to like blow people's mind or do something that's just totally like, existing in its own world. You're trying to make a commentary on the real world, so you're like bound to reality and all this stuff. But it can be done well, you know what I mean? It's just like art is like at the top of the pyramid of like of human needs and all that stuff. It's like when more people are doing art, I feel like that's like, that's like a good sign. But you know what I've been thinking about with art? Like, this is a whatever. This is kind of an aside, but there's this thing. There's a lot of videos about this on YouTube where it's like, I forgot what they call it, like gear paralysis or something. I get into this a lot where it's like you're focusing on like the technical crap of whatever you're doing, like instead of maybe the like more important stuff, like actually like creating something new. You're just like, oh, I could buy a new piece of gear or something. Do you ever get into that?
I mean, that's all like, that's kind of like a high-tech procrastination. You see a lot of people who spend their time designing like the perfect custom brush for their digital illustration,
exactly,
rather than actually sitting down and doing the thing,
Yep.
But that's the whole war of art thing, right? The sitting down to get the thing done.
Yep. And you're right. It is a way to procrastinate. It is part of the. I think he even talks about that in the War of Art, where like all these things that you don't even like consciously see as resistance or whatever, they're. You can like you don't even know you're doing it, but you're using it as a procrastination mechanism or whatever.
Yeah, the shiny object syndrome, and then the like, what is it, like the illusion of busyness, right? I'm too busy doing this to actually get to that.
Oh my God, that's a classic move. I do that all the time. I do that even with these videos, It's like, oh, I really gotta go to Target for no reason. And it's really just, if I really was honest, if I really thought about it, I'm just straight up giving in to resistance and procrastinating.
Yeah, I mean, I'm lucky because I have the excuse that I could try and teach my dog how to say Arun Brown. Oh. And I think that's about 45 minutes well spent.
Oh my God. Well, that's important work right there, Pluggo. Well, speaking of Pluggo, do you want to plug your comic? Do you want to plug your work?
Yeah, well, sure. Well, I'll share with you some good news because the project that I've been working on, I mentioned it to you before. It's called A Box of Tapes.
Mm-hmm.
that's been on Kickstarter it's going to be on Kickstarter for about 4 more days, but we got it funded. So we're going to be able to produce this graphic novel that is also a rock opera.
That's right. I remember this.
It'll be on 2 vinyl LPs, or it'll be on like your classic cassette tape for anyone who still has their Walkman.
Wow, so
But
you're actually like pressing records for this thing.
We are pressing every
Holy
media.
Schmidt.
We're records,
Holy Schmidt.
cassette tapes,
Holy
CDs, and the digital download, because we want it to be like immersive. It's not just about reading the comic, it's about hearing the lyrics while you read the comic. So we're trying to do something a little bit more than your superheroes.
So you passed the funding threshold.
We did. We're
Wow.
about $500 over right now, so we could add glossy covers and stuff.
That's a big goddamn success right there. Well, Pluggo, thank you and love you. That's cool. That's cool to see somebody like doing their thing and getting it funded and all that. It's possible. You just gotta like hustle and shake and, you know, tap dance around. Okay, we gotta watch this. We gotta watch this goddamn thing right here. Mike Tyson was a big part of my like whatever, my growing up, my childhood or whatever, because he was like a public lunatic, and when he bit Evander Holyfield's ear, if you go watch that tape, if you watch the the replay of it or whatever, if anybody doesn't know, this was a thing. Mike Tyson faced his like greatest challenger, Evander Holyfield, and he was just like a better boxer than Mike Tyson, I think, and Mike Tyson like freaked out and bit the guy's ear off, bit a chunk of the guy's ear off. And I remember the announcer on that thing was like, "This is a deeply troubled man." That it's a terrible thing that happened. Mike Tyson is a lunatic. He's a public nut job who has brain damage. But I always thought that was funny. This is a deeply troubled man, or whatever he said. This is a deeply troubled individual right here. But Mike Tyson is like all over the media now, and this is the cutest kid. I think this is a kid. If this was my kid, I'd be like the proudest parent. But this kid does like interviews. She's like very extroverted. What's her name? Jazzy's World TV, and she got an interview with Mike Tyson. And this is one of the most insane things I've ever seen. Let's just watch this. Here we go.
For this fight, you are setting a monumental opportunity for kids my age to see the legend Mike Tyson in the ring for the first time.
Is it?
So after such a successful career, what type of legacy would you like to leave behind when it's all said and done?
Well, I don't know. I don't believe in the word legacy. I just think that's another word for ego.
Easy, Mike.
Legacy doesn't mean nothing. That's just some word.
Easy, Mike. You're talking to a child. Remember that.
Everybody grabbed on to. Someone said that word and everyone grabbed on the word, so now it's used every 5 seconds. It means absolutely nothing to me. I'm just passing through. I'm going to die, and it's going to be over.
Okay, easy, Mike Tyson.
Who cares about legacy after that?
I like this girl's trying to maintain, even as a young, what is she, probably like 13 or something? She's trying to maintain some sanity in this interview. Mike Tyson's like, well, I'm going to die. I'm going to die one day, She's like, okay. She's doing like exactly what any adult would, okay. Ooh, this is already getting weird.
What a big ego. So I'm going to die. I want people to think that I'm this, I'm great.
Calm down, Mike.
We're nothing. We're just dead. We're dust. We're absolutely nothing.
She's a child, Mike.
Our legacy is nothing.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. That is something
Thank you so much for sharing that insane thing to a child.
that I have not heard before someone say that as an answer. So thank you
so
so much
cute.
for giving me that kind of idea as well.
Can you really imagine somebody saying, I want my legacy to be this way when you're dead? Why do you want somebody to think? You think somebody really wants to think about you? What's the audacity? I think, I want people to think about me when I'm gone. Who the fuck cares about me?
Okay, Mike, jeez. She's doing such a good job at this, by the way. Because it's instantly Mike Tyson is going off the rails, and she's just like, oh, that's an interesting point. That's an interesting point about humanity and the existence of reality and consciousness and life and death that you're bringing up.
Well, my kids, maybe, or grandkids.
Yeah,
Who the
true.
fuck cares?
And again, thank you so much for sharing that. And I also have a gift. I have a gift for you. And I know that last time at Fanatics Fest, I actually asked you a question about custom auto.
You're pretty sharp. You got your little.
Oh, thank you. You look sharp yourself too. I like the casual outfit right here. You look nice.
Thank you. Bill.
One of the most insane interviews in history, and this tween handling it very well. Yeah, that should be a drop. You're dead. You dead. That might be a drop right there. Mike Tyson, one of the lunatics of our time. He's like a big podcast guy too. He's going on any podcast that will let him on. Oh, is this Feeney? Are you there?
I'm here.
Feeney. Wait, this is not Mr. Feeney.
It is Mr. Feeney.
Mr.
V1.
Feeney, how are you? What's going on? Welcome to the Patron.
Oh, you know me.
Program.
I'm out here just keeping it real while keeping it safe.
Ooh.
Like I like to do.
Well, why don't you? It's the weekend. Why don't you get a little unsafe? Act a little crazy. You know?
Crazy.
Little crazy laugh.
Yeah,
I hope Theo Von finds out about that. Maybe we should reach out to Theo Von and be like, can you say that more? Can you got
Yeah, it should be on a t-shirt, at least for sure.
Yeah, you got that little crazy laugh with his little arm up, or maybe just the arm. Just a graphic of the little arm up. You got a crazy laugh, don't you? Well, anyway, what's up, Feeney? What's going on?
Oh, I'm just taking it easy here after a long week.
Oh, God bless you. God bless you for that. What's your what? You had a long week? What happened? You had to deal with adversity or something?
Yeah, I had a little bit of that.
Okay.
And then, you know, that the 9 to 5, and then I had to give a big presentation, and I was sick all last weekend, so I had to catch up all this weekend.
Oh my God.
Fired out, but we're here. We made it.
Did you so you had to give a work presentation? Do you get nervous? Are you up there shaking, or what's the feel of that?
I am nervous basically up until the point when I start, and then I'm good to go. But I have so much anxiety.
Yeah, I was just talking to somebody about this, that like anxiety and worry is one of the most like maladaptive traits for human beings, because like whenever you like get into something, you're just in it, you know? But like when you worry about, when you're like nervous about something, it makes everything harder, you know?
Yeah.
It just like doesn't work. It's like a human trait that like just doesn't work.
Yeah, and you can tell yourself that the entire time when you're experiencing anxiety, and there's nothing you could do to get over that.
I know. It's like you can know it. You can be like, I know this is useless. This is only hurting me, but you still do it. I still do it. Nervous, I'm nervous all the time. Worrying about crap for no reason, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
You know? But what do you think about this Mike Tyson? You're a fan. You're a huge fan. Yeah,
for sure. I'm excited to see him pound Logan Paul's little ass into the ground.
he's gonna. That would be interesting, because like Mike Tyson is pushing 60. He's fighting this guy who's in his 20s. If Mike Tyson like clobbers this guy, that would be kind of amazing, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, because also they're both pretty unlikable. Boom, 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 boom. But
for sure.
But
I mean, it's
who's higher on the unlikability list? Maybe Paul.
I would say so.
I would have to go Paul. He's just like, and he came out as like a Trump supporter, and he was using like every stupid right-wing talking point. That might push. Which one is it, Jake or Logan? Jake?
I think it's Logan.
Okay, Logan. That might push him up the unlikability scale a little bit more. So
yeah,
maybe
oh cool, you beat up an elderly man. Yeah, that's tight.
Yeah, he is. He is an elderly man who like says the F word to children and talks about how he's gonna die, and we're all gonna die, and we're all dust, to a 13-year-old. Yeah, it's gonna be, I don't know. I mean,
she's gonna get an A on that report for sure, though.
Oh my God. Could you imagine if that was my kid? I would be so proud of her. She's out here talking to lunatics, you know, handling it pretty pretty well, like rolling with it. I think if I was a kid and an adult said that to me, I'd be like, I think I'm in danger. I think I need to get the hell out of here.
Yeah. I would have cut it.
I would have cut. I would have been like, yeah, I gotta go. I think I'm gonna stop doing this, and I'll just be a normal kid and go back to school or whatever.
I'm gonna go interview the librarian or something.
Yeah. I'm gonna go interview my dad or my uncle or somebody who I know there might not be a risk of me getting murdered or something by this guy. But anyway, I'm glad to hear you're dealing with these adversities. Did the presentation go okay in the end?
Yeah, it went really well. It went great.
Did one guy start clapping and then everybody started clapping?
No, it was a Teams call, and it just kind of petered out. People just left without saying anything.
What's the saddest moment in your work life? I remember I worked at this coffee shop once, and when they were giving an orientation, they were like, this is amazing what we're about to tell you. We do this amazing thing where everybody on their birthday, they get a birthday cake, and everybody was like, wow, what a great place to work. And I remember it was my birthday, and they bought this a $11 cake. And the lady, the manager, just kind of tossed it on this counter, and she was like, "Oh, there's your cake." And I was like, "Wow, what a perk! What an amazing perk!" Have you had anything?
I got a cool 1 year anniversary mini cooler. It was portable.
Okay, that's actually kind of
cool.
good. What are you putting in there? Red Bulls or what?
Probably pop a couple White Claws in there.
Not bad.
It's not like a plug-in one. It's like a take to the beach and keep your drinks cold.
That kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're putting White Claw. What do you do? The multi-pack White Claw, or are you going one flavor?
I gotta multi-pack it up, and I always try and switch it up. I'm usually disappointed.
That's
they're running out of ideas. You can only flavor water so many ways with chemicals.
That's like you're trying to get a hangover right there with that, because there's so much sugar in those things. So be careful with that.
I will.
All right, bye, Feeny. Congratulations on your little cooler. Goddamn you.
Toilet.
All right, let's check this out. We got a Rogan clip. We got a Rogan alert right here. This is Rogan once again getting fact-checked by Jamie. He can't stop. Here we go.
How much money did Donald Trump give you to endorse him?
$100.
$100 million.
No, he didn't.
He gave me nothing.
He gave you zero, Joe.
Nothing.
He gave you zero because you thought. I think that.
Wait, what else do you have to say about that, Joe?
Generally speaking, Chinese people look Chinese.
Come on, Joe. We get it. You've been saying that for years. We get it.
This is what's best for the country, given the two options.
I know. I knew the resistance that it would face, but
how much did Beyonce get?
She got $10 million.
$10 million.
But hold on.
$10 million.
She talked for 3 minutes. That's good.
What do you mean that's good?
I mean, that's enough.
That's too much.
No, it's plenty. It's perfect.
10 million.
It's a good deal. The taxpayers' money. I mean, it's a good deal. All these people that are donating money to the Democratic Party, and they're $20 million in debt.
You have to pay someone $10 million to endorse A, but
Jamie's
then
about to step in
B
here.
is doing it for free because they believe in that idea. Which one seems more nefarious?
Bro, Eminem took 1.8.
1.8.
Is that real?
How do we know that's true?
Because I said it.
I've
read it on the internet.
I have not found any evidence that supports this stuff.
I think it's all legit.
Jamie is really taking his job seriously as a fact checker. I wonder, in the chats or whatever, or in the comments, people are shut the hell up, Jamie. Like how they do with that guy Adam on PBD, where they're like, hey, stop popping our bubble, Adam, or whatever the hell they say. I wonder if the Joe Rogan followers just want Jamie to shut the hell up and let Joe say whatever crap he wants.
Some of them being asked and said I was not paid.
$5 million to Megan Thee Stallion, $3 million to Lizzo, 1.8 for Eminem.
I know that's in this article, but it doesn't show like where.
And $1 million for Oprah.
That could be made up.
Okay.
Yeah, it says an Instagram list.
Well, I didn't make it up, but that's what I read.
It.
So yeah.
I want it to be real.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
I want it to be real.
Yeah.
There's no federal records showing campaign payments to Eminem or Megan Thee Stallion. So when it says mostly false, like where did that rumor emanate from?
Someone put it on Instagram, and people run wild with it because it sounds fun.
Somebody put it on Instagram.
I thought it was fun.
Yeah, it is fun. If I'm wrong, I'm willing to, I read it and my blood boiled.
Yeah,
I was like, what is going on?
God damn you! Shut up, Jamie. Shut the hell up, Jamie. Stop fact checking our crap. You're ruining the show, you idiot. You moron. Let's get Moo Dang's take on this.
Oh my god, I'm actually a big Joe fan. You know, guess who's my favorite guest on Joe?
Who? Who is it?
Ari Shaffir. I love Ari Shaffir. He's sort of my stand-up, like a model, for the stand-up I'm doing.
Are you really, you're gonna really try to squeeze your 15 seconds of fame into a stand-up thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna get up there. I haven't even been writing anything. I think I'm just gonna get up there and be like, hey, what do you guys think about me, And then people will say something, and I'll say, hey, why don't you shut the hell up, you moron? I'm gonna be like a roast guy.
Okay, great. So Moo Dang trying to squeeze her fame for all it's worth. Duke Vulture, are you there? Whoa! Why does it do that? Duke Vulture.
Hi, it's because I have Nitro, and I have the Grime Scream as my alert when I join a channel.
Oh, I gotta get that Nitro. Do you have to pay for it or what?
Yeah, you do.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's worth it. I'll do it.
Yeah. So, oh my god, what was Moodang just saying about stand-up, right?
Yeah, Moodang's trying to do like...
She could always go into, make a podcast, right? Like if the stand-up doesn't work out, but she's got to be quick.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna be surprised. I mean, I imagine, well, Moo Dang is gonna follow the like Haktua girl route, where it's just
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't think Moo Dang has a whole lot to say, but she's gonna really she's gonna really squeeze this thing for all it's worth.
Yeah. Hey, so I was wondering, with the Onion's recent acquisition of the InfoWars studio, and that being in your general area, are you gonna maybe try to, if they rent that space out, maybe get behind that InfoWars desk?
Ooh.
Because I'm just saying, I feel like everybody would really appreciate that, right?
That would be amazing. I mean, they got some real big shoes to fill, because it really was those last couple of months when Alex Jones was crying all the time. I mean, he was getting on streams and he would just burst into tears. And that was really, he was hitting the peak of Alex Jones, because he was also playing the angle of the deep state's censoring me and all this stuff. It was really his peak. So the Onion has some big shoes to fill here, but they've been pretty funny for so long. And I know what part of town the InfoWars office is in too, so maybe I'll just start hanging around. Maybe they'll let me on. Who knows?
Yeah.
We gotta see how funny it is first, though.
Yeah, we do. I have high hopes though. If anybody can do it, it's them.
If anybody can do it, it's them for sure. I heard somebody suggesting that they should just hire Alex Jones back and just let him do his show, but it'll have the Onion News Network logo on it the whole time.
I mean, that would be funny, but they'd have to rein in what he's saying a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Or I was thinking they could do that, but they could hire their own co-hosts. Might be funny.
Ooh, yeah. Someone to Jamie him.
Someone just,
to constantly.
Jamie him. Yeah.
Just let Alex Jones have his show back with a Jamie.
Oh my god. Still, also one of the funniest moments from that era is the leaking of his text messages, where it was
my god, he said he's gonna get into a car accident or whatever when he's talking to his wife all drunk.
Just got in crash. He's haranguing his wife his second, I guess it's his second wife, and he's just
That
like,
sounds right.
"What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you with another guy? What are you doing?" Just got in crash. He's like, he is like a public nuisance to the city that I live in.
He is.
Like, that's an underreported thing about Alex Jones, is that he is just like, he's probably a menace in all these like fancy restaurants that he goes into. He's getting in car wrecks because he's busy harassing his wife. You know, I'm in hell.
Yeah, I'm in hell. There's also the chance of him becoming the press secretary, which I think would just be.
I mean, if there's any bright spot to all this terrible news that we've been seeing, it might be him being press secretary. I mean, but the other thing is, that's such a funny loop, because he would literally be doing propaganda for the deep state that
he would be. You live long enough to see yourself become the villain, right?
Yeah, exactly. That is the press secretary's job, is you're like the main public propagandist. You're not allowed to dissent anymore. That is your job, and that would be his job. That would be, I mean, obviously, people have always speculated that Alex Jones is like a intelligence guy, you know, or something like. I absolutely would not be surprised if that were the case, because, you know, there are real conspiracies. That's the other thing about conspiracy stuff, is like the biggest conspiracies are just out in the open. Like, we can all see them. Like, they're the capitalist.
It's just so mundane.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's the blind mundanality of like capitalism and its functions.
Yeah.
It's like not a conspiracy. It's plain for all to see. But because it's so boring, people want to make up this like high fantasy where like the Declaration of Independence is a treasure map.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. This is one of the like problems I have with like these kind of like, you know, high profile, like even very smart, like kind of people who are put in the conspiracy bucket, you know, like Whitney Webb and people like this, is like they take the long route to just things that people who have a little bit of like a capitalist critique or whatever, like they take the long route to getting there. You know, it's like all that stuff is out in the open. It's like, if you have concentrated wealth and power, like that's it. That's the story, you know? But a lot of these people take this like real long road to getting there. And
then they always want to throw in like child sex abuse and stuff like that to spice it up, because it can't just be people in suits signing paperwork to make everybody's lives suck.
Yeah.
Right? Like that can't just be it. It's got to be demonic too, right?
Right.
Oh my God, demonic, like Tucker and his sleeping with his dogs.
Yeah, Tucker would be more of the example of that to me, where he's like, he's not even. I mean, his whole thing is just like a straight up scam, where he's like, it's like a critical flavor to just like being a neocon, basically. But Duke Vulture, good to talk to you. Love you as always. Check in. What the hell is Alex Jones saying?
So,
speaking of the man himself,
it's insane. When I go to these court hearings, these people are there, particularly Connecticut. They just smile at me and like wait by the door and like just like and it's like they live on me and talk about.
That might be a drop. That little another Alex Jones, just him making noises drop. That's his true skill. Just being kind of noisy. Okay. Why does Discord not let me read the full names of people? Are you there? You are on the line.
Yo,
dude. What up? How are you?
Doing well, man. How are you?
What's your name? I can't read it on the Discord because it's like cutting off the name.
Oh, it's Lance Nancy.
Lance Nancy. Nancy, what's up? How are you? What's going on?
Doing good. I'm just watching the fight right now.
Oh yeah, is the Tyson thing? Is it the Tyson thing?
Yeah.
Who's winning?
Well, well, they do it last, so
Okay.
I mean, eventually, I don't know, but I mean, this guy's just gained. I mean, he just got like humped up against the the ring. I don't know what's happening.
How long we got until the main event?
Oh, it's probably like, I don't know, an hour or so. I don't know. This is the first match I've ever watched. So
Do you have to pay for it, or is there somewhere we can like kind of sneak our way into watching this?
Oh, that's a good idea. I'm not sure. I'm on Netflix right now.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh, Schmidt. Okay. And it's like,
you got that.
Okay. Who do you think's gonna win? Who do you think's gonna win this thing?
Oh, dude, I hope Tyson wins.
I kind of do hope. That's funny. That's sort of like seems like it's the consensus. Like people want to, because that dude. So Paul, which one is it? Logan. Let's just say Logan.
Yeah.
Is such an annoying little turd.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Like, but then I'm kind of scared that Tyson, might have a heart attack or something.
Yeah, I know. It's a very weird fight, and it's hard to side with either of these guys. Mike Tyson is a lunatic, but I guess we're siding with an elderly lunatic who might have a heart attack and a just like a hateable YouTube pervert, basically.
Yeah.
A hateable MAGA YouTube turd.
Even more reason for him to get the shit beat out of him.
I know, God. Well, what else is going on? You got anything else to tell us? To tell the beautiful patron-only viewers?
Oh, dude. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't have much to say, I guess.
What about?
I was just happy.
Did you see the interview with Jazzy? The Jazzy girl interviewing Mike.
Oh yeah, the young kid.
That is. I mean, that might go. I mean, some of the Adam Friedland interviews are great, but I think she might have just replaced
definitely
him as the new greatest interviewer of all time.
We're nothing. We're dead. We're dust.
We're dust. To a child, we're dust. We're dead.
She just had a whole, her whole life is just shattered just right there.
I mean, she did a great job rolling with it. Do you know anything about this Hassan Piker, Ethan Klein beef? What's going on with
dude? Actually, I've been like addicted to watching like every video of because I used to be a big fan of Ethan, and then I found Hassan through him, and I became a good friend of them. And honestly, this last like year, I just kind of stopped watching them both.
Yeah.
And so it's been a good like break between. So now seeing it, it's just like, oh, it's just juicy drama.
That is what it is. It is just like, and I wonder how much of that is like manufactured with Ethan Klein, because I know that he is probably really good at like paying attention to his metrics and stuff, or he has people to do that, and like the drama stuff, especially with like a real high profile streamer or whatever like Hassan Piker, it's gotta like attract a lot of views and clicks and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because the actual like nuts and bolts of this argument is pretty straightforward. Like you're not you're not a racist if you are critical of what like a military, especially if you like read the history. Like I've been reading that book, the 100 Years War on Palestine, which is a really like pretty dense historical book, and like you read that stuff and it's just like it's not real hard to understand like people's the critiques in it, and it's like I don't know, like a lot of
it's just blown so out of proportion. I don't know, it's just so dramatized, I guess, in that sense. It's
it might be. I do wonder if this is like how Piers Morgan does, where it's like I need to manufacture arguments because I get a little clickety clack. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know,
I mean, I've heard that Ethan's channel has been like dropping over the years. I haven't really paid attention, but I mean, I'm the one of them that left. So
yeah, I haven't really been paying as much attention. So could be a manufactured thing. Well, keep us updated. Come back on the next stream and we'll talk about we'll do sports talk. We'll do sports talk.
Yeah.
And we'll do a wrap up of hopefully Jake and/or Logan Paul getting absolutely pummeled by technically a senior citizen.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Be like, yeah, all right. Have a good one.
Don't forget, Lance. We're all dust. We're dust. We're dead.
Yeah.
All right.
We're dead. We're dust.
Bye. One of the great interviews. One of the new great interviews of history. I think I've talked about Dave Smith before. Dave Smith is he's like huge. He is like a huge political influencer because he's on Joe Rogan all the time. But I cannot. I mean, this is like the classic Sam Cedar thing. I cannot understand this guy's brain, like the libertarian brain. Like, what is going on? Let's just watch this. This is that lady who's always on with Ryan Grimm or whatever. What the hell's going on? Here we go.
Yeah, who could imagine that Donald Trump's worldview would be incoherent?
Right,
Does
Dave.
absolutely make no sense at all. I mean, it's a lot like last time. I mean, one of the things in Trump's first administration that was really wild was that, so if you remember, Mattis resigned
Never heard of him.
when he said he wanted to pull out of Syria, which was what he ran on.
Okay.
Like, how do you appoint someone who's going to resign if you implement your stated agenda?
Okay,
and so it's just, it makes no sense to have Tulsi and Marco Rubio in the same administration. I also think that it's very...
It's like, this guy he's a libertarian. He's been going on all these podcasts talking about how he's anti-war and all this stuff. And now he's a big Trump supporter too. Like, I could get if he was doing some, like, I don't know, both sides are bad on foreign policy, blah, 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 and I guess I don't know what to do, so but I guess I'll vote for Trump. But he's like an avid Trump, so he's like really going on Joe Rogan, like what, couple days ago. He's like, this is awesome, and now he's like shocked that it's just like Trump is putting all these like super pro-war people in. It's like, don't you make an adjustment after that with the things you're saying publicly that like millions of people are looking at, you know? Hey, maybe what I'm saying is stupid. Maybe I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. And my whole worldview makes no sense. What the hell's wrong with this guy? What the hell's wrong? Oh, I didn't see this one coming. That he's appointing a bunch of warmongers. I thought Francesca Fiorentini had a good point too with Tulsi Gabbard, is that she's now like the head of intelligence and all this stuff now, and like she's gonna. I would not be shocked if she's gonna go through like banning people that have said bad things about her. That would not be a surprise either. Lin, sorry, Lin, are you there?
Hi.
Hey, Lin. Whoa!
Hi. How's it going?
Lin, are you at a noise show or something?
I'm at a pinball arcade.
Oh, what city are you in? Okay. What city are you in right now that has a pinball arcade?
Oh, it's Hillsboro, Oregon.
Ooh, Oregon.
It's called Next Level. They have 317 pinball machines.
Oh, they got any of the old ones? Like the 1950s, like the old-timey ones, or what?
Yeah, they have ones of every era.
And what are you doing? Are you bumping? Are you hip bumping these things to try to like get extra points or whatever?
Yeah, I do. The nudging is part of the game.
Nudging. Okay,
yeah,
nudging. So you're doing some nudging.
Yeah, I mean sometimes you have to kind of bend the laws of causality in order to survive.
You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta protect your babies. I think it's a it relieves some stress to like because pinball is so chaotic.
It really is.
Life is so chaotic, so like it allows me to like manage that chaos, or
all those bells and lights going on. That's what's going on in my brain all the time.
Like have you ever heard of like, I think it's like the Hindu or Buddhist concept of Maya?
Yes.
That the sensory world is an illusion.
It is an illusion. Yes, exactly.
So when you're playing pinball, you have to see past the illusions. Like, don't get distracted by flashing lights and all the sensory things. It's I think that it's the thing is that you have to like keep your emotions down.
Yes.
Because if you get upset or you lose, you get, then the game is already lost. It's a game of keeping yourself like tempered.
Yes, you have to get in with the flow of it, and you have to detach yourself from the outcome.
Yeah.
I love it, Lindy.
I've been a little like pinball ghoul for like the past 8 months.
They call you the Goblin of Ping Pong in this, or the Goblin and Ping Pong. They for some reason they call you the Goblin, the Pinball Goblin. They call you at this place.
Some of these pinball players, like you see them because there's a whole bunch of arcades around. There's actually like a map you can download it's an app, pinball map, and you can find it wherever there's a pinball machine. It loads up as a map. And you can find a pinball machine if you really want to play pinball.
Wow, so you're running into like the pinball ringers, the people who are always like hanging out. You see them there.
Yes.
You're in like a game recognizes game situation.
Yeah, and some of these players are monsters. I call them middle-aged pinball monsters.
Pinball creeps, we call them.
Yes.
Do you? Yes, is there someone there who you think might talk to us? Can you interview somebody? Can you wander up to somebody?
No, it's a little bit too busy. Pinball people don't like to be bothered.
That would be funny to interrupt somebody mid-game. Like, hey,
you want to talk to this guy?
Talk to this stranger who's streaming you. That would be great. Maybe we'll do a segment like Linny on the street or something. You call in.
Oh, I would love that.
Okay, let's try to plan this. Maybe because I'm gonna stream again on Sunday, we'll do Linny on the street. Maybe.
Linny on the street.
Linny on the street, and you'll really like get into it with people. You'll get into their personal lives, ask questions that are inappropriate. You'll basically be the Mike Tyson of the show, saying inappropriate things to people.
I really want to talk to Gretchen. Bring Gretchen back.
Oh, Gretchen's been really like MIA. I gotta figure out what's up with Gretchen. She's probably doing weird TikTok like lists of like celebrities or something.
I want to know her thoughts on the 2024 election as like a woman.
Oh. I know it's kind of like pushing Gretchen to the side is a very anti-woman move. It's a very misogynist move we've been doing on the channel. But replacing her with this absolute creep pervert LeDron James. All right, Linny, get back to your pinball escapades. Talk to us later. Bye. Love Linny. Linny, always a great addition to the stunning program. To the beautiful program. Oh, that same girl, let's check in with our correspondent in the field, Jazzy. She got Jake,
What's going on,
too.
guys? It's Jazzy, and today I'm here with fellow YouTuber, boxer, and actor, Mr. Jake Paul.
What's good?
It's great to see you again. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm ready for this fight. I wish Mike had a little bit more excitement in him out there, but I think he's just prepared to fight, and
now I hope
he's just
locked
Mike in,
wins.
so he doesn't want to say too much.
Yeah, tunnel vision.
Exactly, but you know that was definitely a boring press conference. So I like a little bit more excitement, but I can only do so much to bring the fun.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, everyone has different ways to express themselves when it comes to press conferences, and you can tell he was just locked in there.
Yeah, he's in grandpa mode.
That's the cutest kid. That's the cutest kid. She got Jake. She got Jake too. I wonder if Jake says anything wildly inappropriate to this kid. A la Mike Tyson. We're gonna die. We're dust. Bill, are you there?
Oh, hey, what's happening, RM?
Bill, the great Bill, you know what they call you? Bill, the man with the Bill, the man with the voice of gold.
Wow.
You have a really great. You have like a broadcast voice.
Well, thank you. That's so kind of you to say. I really appreciate it, man. I got to tell you, my dad gave it to me.
Oh, he's got a good voice too.
Oh, he sure did, man. He sure did. No,
so
he was a great singer.
Oh, he's a great singer. Oh yeah, I could sense a little singer. I imagine like you're a kid and your dad is like, listen, Bill, here's the deal. You need to stop being a bad boy. Like he's like just sounding amazing. What kind of singing? Was he like a jazz vocalist or what? What's the deal?
Oh man, he played the jazz saxophone. Ooh. But when it came to singing, no, he was so talented. But no, when he was a singer, he would always just sing along in the car. That's one of the memories I have. You know, fun memory with the folks.
Is there a way you can turn your mic up a little bit?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Maybe I'm distant too.
Yeah, maybe you're too distant.
Here, let's try it. I'm trying this.
There we go.
Is this any better?
There it is.
Perfect. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying out this new program that lets you adjust your microphone on the fly without having to touch the actual manual buttons, and it's working out pretty good, I think.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I love this. So you come from a long line of people with like just beautiful, just heartwarming voices.
That's so kind of you to say. I suppose so, you know. My granddad's a little older in his age now, and he was born in the 30s, so I don't get to hear any recordings of him as a young man. So your guess is as good as mine. I don't have too much of a lineage to go back and listen to, unfortunately.
He's like,
but
that's
such a kind thing.
So your grandfather's like, listen, Bill, here's the deal. I may have been on the wrong side of World War II, but I regret it, and I'm sorry for that, Bill. But you know what I mean. No, I'm sure he was great.
Oh yeah.
So he was around in the 30s. He was
yeah.
Does he tell you stories of like, you know, what it was like being conscious in the 1940s and all that stuff, or what's the deal there?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, just miserable. Just no one was happy. It was a terrible time. Everyone was upset.
Oh my God.
But it's kind of cool. His first and middle name, Franklin Delano. His birthday he shared with the president at the time, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. So he was around during the time when we got all of these nice, new, innovative political adjustments and civil adjustments that helped many Americans move up in the world. But wow. Yeah, that's his name, Franklin Delano.
His name is Franklin Delano.
That's right, his first and middle name.
Wow.
He's got a framed photo from the White House of the president, and it's got a handkerchief inside of it, and it's signed by the president at the time. Little artifact that's
by Frankie.
Somewhat around here. By good old Frankie.
By good old Frankie. Wow. That's crazy that he like lived through a time that people are like now like, you know, historicized so much. You know what I mean? That's crazy. But people are probably gonna look back now on our time and they'll be like, wow, there was a time when a little girl interviewed Mike Tyson and he said, we're all gonna die, we're all dust. Yeah, that was a crazy time.
That interview was so surreal. Wow, Mike Tyson, he can hit hard, not just in the ring, but man, you put him in any situation, he's gonna punch your lights out.
He will punch your lights out interview-wise too, even if you're 13 years old. He will get you. Who do you think's gonna win this thing?
Oh my lord! You know, your guess is as good as mine. I didn't even know that it was happening tonight. I'm as far as sports go, I am almost completely oblivious. I have no idea what's going on.
Me too. This is way more of spectacle. Like, I'm sure it has a massive following just because of its spectacle nature. You know what I mean? But who knows? Maybe, I mean, you know, I wonder if Mike Tyson like still has it at all, even. Like, you know, I mean, this is a guy he's a 60-year-old man. Like, what the hell is this, you know?
You're right. I can't imagine this being a thing for him, because I mean, these YouTubers are strong. Jake and Logan Paul they're big guys. They're strong kids. And to be a 60-year-old man, even though he's still in great shape, I have no idea. I don't know. It is definitely a spectacle, but I think Mike Tyson could definitely use a paycheck. You know,
he could probably use yeah, man. Mike Tyson, he's got like vapes. He's got like vapes now. Mike Tyson will put his name on anything. That guy too. He definitely he's trying to like diversify his income stream. So he'll do just about anything. But I was thinking, you know, it'd be great if this girl Jazzy World TV did the play-by-play, you know, if she was the announcer. That'd be great too.
That would be something. I love to see kids that are talented, like anyone does, but to see kids that are talented and try to take on like a media presence, that's so fascinating, because it's adorable, and she's so good at it. Like, she's doing a really great job, and that's it's hard, you know. It takes a lot of work and study and practice and time to be rehearsed like that, and to have the gall to go up and talk to, you know, big household names like that. Incredible. I mean, more power to her. She's amazing.
She's amazing. And it's something because, like, at that age too, it's like you're going through a very awkward age, and a lot of kids, their thing is to just like, for me, it was definitely just like, hey, let me just like try to lay low. But it's really cute when somebody's just like, no, I'm gonna like, you know, I'm gonna be really like extroverted with my whole thing. Is, you know, it's great. I would be a proud parent of this kid, I think.
No doubt about it, my friend. No doubt about it.
All right.
She's good. Is that? I gotta say, first of all, I meant to tell you yesterday, I love your graphics. Those are awesome. I love the skull. Beautiful work. Well
thanks.
done. Did you do all this?
I did all this. I'm like, I was talking about the, you know, when you're trying to like make something, like whatever, do creative crap, you can get like, you can use, you know, like little technical stuff and all this crap gear stuff as a distraction. And I feel like myself going down a real rabbit hole with these OBS graphics, because it's like, I could spend all day doing this. Like, OBS is a very buggy software, but it's also like, it's, for something being free, like, it's kind of amazing. Like, you could do all kind of crap with this. And I'm going down a rabbit hole, Bill, with this crap. But thank you.
It's a marvel. No, thank you. It's what a delight. I can't wait to see what you invest in next time, just to see what all you come up with.
Aww.
Like, it adds production value. It's a beautiful thing.
Aw, Bill, I can't accept it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, Bill, I'll talk to you soon. Love ya. Talk to you later. Big shout out to Jazzy. This is Jazzy's time. The new greatest interviewer of all time. Actually, an interview that I do want to see is this one right here. This could be funny. I guess there was some kind of funny little thing where Adam Friedland was making fun of Destiny, the political streamer guy, Destiny. And now they did like a stream of some kind together. Let's check this out.
To do a goof. You're a regular nightclub comedian.
I know some of them in New York, but they're all conservative now, so it's very scary for me to be in that environment. You know?
Which comedian?
Oh my God, I hate that I don't. His first name is Gnome, and he's the guy that owns the Comedy Cellar. No, not Chomsky.
Well, that's kind of what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing like a Foucault-Chomsky style.
I'm huge on postmodernism and linguistic theory, so that's just going to be
No,
amazing.
I just meant in terms of like sitting in chairs, like in a kind of a 60s aesthetic.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
This is pretty good. That would be a funny. I feel like that would be a funny little interview moment. Adam Friedland and this guy Destiny. So we're looking out for that. We're looking out for that. All right, let's see if there's anybody. Last calls. Oh, let's hit JD Eagles. Let's hit JD Eagles and then get the hell out of here. It's the weekend. Who cares? Nobody. That's who. Okay? That's in the Bible. It's the weekend. Who cares?
Say this again.
JD Eagles, are you there?
Yeah, how are you?
What up, JD? So you share a name with one of our favorite politicians of all time, Vance.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't know JD Vance was a thing till like after I made this, and I realised that everyone was making fun of my name.
Okay, can I ask you? No offense, but can I ask you? Are you speaking with like a blanket over you or something? Because you're sounding a little on the muffled side.
I'll try and...
Oh, you're sounding very muffled, but I'm going to try to make out what you're saying. I'm going to do my best.
Right.
Rattling it around.
Hello?
Oh, now that sounds...
Now Chinese.
What did you adjust? Because that was like an instant fix there.
I did, I had, my headphones in, so that might have been the issue, so...
Wow, problem solved. Tech support done.
Yeah,
what am I
maybe
trying
that's
to say?
why...
Tech troubleshooting.
That's probably why you couldn't talk to me, like, I knew you were trying to... I was like, what the hell, why is it not working when you've been trying to get me in the...
shot. Very nice, very good.
So I didn't know who JD Vance was, so... Like, I made my name before I knew who he was, so everyone was making fun of me.
He's
one of our... This is JD Vance.
He's one of our most beloved politicians. I think it's like JD Vance, he's number one, then Bernard Sanders, then Mu Dang, then Destiny, then Jazzy. I think that's the order.
Yeah.
He's the most beloved.
Yeah.
People they can't get enough.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'm scared that he's in the White House next year. I'm like, well, that's a bit scary.
Oh my God. Yeah, he's a certified creep, that guy. It's funny too. Yeah. It's funny too that Ken Klippenstein thing came out. You know, the leaked JD report where like literally like months ago the guy was like, Trump's a lunatic, Trump's a creep, I hate this guy. That's the thing. Like what JD represents, you know, largely is like the PMC thing. You know, the sort of like. There's a great book called Fear of Falling, which like anybody should read about the like professional managerial class crap. And like he is just such a like panicked, just like inhuman, like ladder climbing creep that there's no I don't think like objective reality to this guy or morality or like ethical code. It's just like pure ladder climbing creepdom.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are doing right now. Like, yeah.
Currying favor with the powerful and who can get him ahead is like, that's number one. And everything else is like a distant long tail to this guy.
Yeah, it's not good, really.
It's not good.
When you think about it.
But anyway, JD.
Yeah,
sorry.
I listened to a podcast called The Dollop. It's like a American history podcast. And
I've heard of that.
A few episodes about JD Vance, and they did a couple with Donald Trump when he was in. So I'm really nervous for some reason.
No, it's fine. It's fine. JD, you're doing great. And you got a good voice.
Yeah, and I just want to say I love your videos, and my brother recommended you, so when I've been watching since probably June, so Yeah,
that's a good that's a good brother right there. Is he an older brother or a younger brother?
Younger. We talk about this stuff, and then he recommended me me to you, and I love your videos, man.
Oh,
I watch it all the time.
That's so nice.
So,
I can't, and I refuse to accept it. I cannot
Yeah, I know.
cannot accept it. Do you have like a cool relationship with your brother? Do you guys like hang out? Do you go out for pints and stuff?
I live probably 3 hours away from him, so I talk over the phone.
So it's a
lot
digital
with him. So
it's more of a digital relationship.
yeah. So but when we catch up, it's good. So
That's sweet.
Yeah,
I love that. I love that. Well, JD Eagles, that's a good brother right there. Sounds like you guys are cool. I'll talk to you later. The great JD Eagles.
Whoa!
All right. Well, I guess that's the weekend stream. Big shout out to Jazzy, the star of today's show. She's doing interviews. People say inappropriate things to her. They scare her about mortality because they've been hit in the head too many times and have severe brain trauma. But hope you guys are doing good. Whatever you're doing, this is another theme of the episode, like with a Pluggo and the creative stuff. If you're working on something, remember that all kind of crap is going to try to get in your way. Don't let it. This is the inspirational message. I didn't know that Mr. Beast did this. I watched his last video where he goes to the top of the Burj Khalifa, and he's like, I'm on top of this crap in Dubai. But he gives like almost like Jerry Springer style, like, here's the message to take away from this. And he's like, guys, you got to face your fears. Guys, you got to face your fears. You know what I mean? Like, if you're afraid to spend $500,000 to go to the top of some crap in Dubai, you got to face your fears and do it. That's so funny that he's like trying to tie like some kind of a meaningful, inspirational message to his insane, stupid videos. But that's our insane message. That's our inspirational message to the end of this insane video, is if you're working on something creative or positive, stuff is going to get in your way. Don't let it. Don't let it. Look at these things that are trying to get in your way and say,
I'm going to haunt you.
But love you guys. Talk to you later. Come on the Sunday stream. Bye-bye.